today's video, I'm actually talking about the new Mass Effect that's coming out in March. We have some, I was speaking to one of the support team, and obviously they couldn't tell me directly, but they sent me a link to a website that tells you about what the Mass Effect series, what time period it's going to be set and everything, because I know a lot of people were assuming it could be set before Mass Effect 1 because of the 600 years, but I knew for a fact the relays were actually around then, but no one understood what they were, like, why, like what time period. I apologise for that, I've gone a bit funny, and why. No, what I'm trying to say is they want to know what time period it was set, so they don't know if it was set before Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, after Mass Effect 2, or will it be like after Mass Effect 3. But I can say to you now that it's correct in the fact that it's going to be just as it comes to the end of Mass Effect 2, but also Mass Effect 3, because obviously the article says here, and I'm only going to read little bits of the article, but it goes, Mass Effect, I can't pronounce that name, new Andromeda Initiative website has laid out exactly when the events of BioWare's new game takes place, and how it skirts around the whole Mass Effect 3 ending. So that obviously gives you a hint that it's obviously going to include some of the Mass Effect 3. So obviously, because I know a lot of people kept thinking and kept apparently hearing things about the whole. One of the devs said about it will work around your choices in Mass Effect 3, whatever you chose on your console and that, or your PC, will revolve around what you do on the new one. And then obviously the next bit goes on to say that the new character Ryder will leave the Milky Way on their 600-year journey to Andromeda in 2185. Now that is a year before, if I'm correct, before Mass Effect 3, the events when the Reapers started to arrive. And then obviously it says there, this is there you go, that's the year, no, that's the year the Mass 2 events conclude and the game's Lair of the Shadows Broker DLC takes place. And then it says the following year in 2126, when Mass Effect 2 Arrival DLC is set, when the Reapers actually invade the Milky Way, and then Mass Effect 3 begins. So they're still travelling the 600-year journey, and if I'm correct, in my maths are correct, the actual game will take place in 2785. So obviously 600 years, you know. So who knows, they may hear about the war, because obviously it's been so many years, and obviously at the end of Mass Effect 3 you made choices. I remember one of the choices I made when my character was still breathing. At the end, Shepard was still alive after he just made the Reapers, like, you know, they destroyed, and they were still alive. So but obviously so I'm assuming that could be like, that's why it could be something like a hint that if you chose to save Shepard, or Shepard's still alive, then he's still going to be in the game. I don't think he'd be in the game because he'd be old, but maybe you might see. Oops, sorry. You might see, like, even if someone in the Andromeda universe actually remembers Shepard or worked with Shepard, but I do not know. That you can't hold me up on. I'm just reading what the article says. And then it says, by the time this happens, your ARC ship and 4 others are already on their way to Andromeda. Oh, hang on. Andromeda on cryosleep, and you're in the cryosleep while the Reapers are attacking, so you have no clue that this is happening at all while you're flying around in space to Andromeda. But there might be a hint, like, or when you get there you might have received a message, because just remember that you will still receive a message because you're still on an advanced ship in Mass Effect 2, so they could easily send you a subspace message saying, look, do not come back, find us a new home, you know, the Reapers did invade, because obviously all their warnings in that, and a lot through Mass Effect 2 and 3, most of the people that you meet up with on 3, and if you listen to the dialogue, actually said some of us actually took steps when we thought you were dead after the first time. So maybe that's what the Andromeda Initiative is. You've sent an ARCs to find Earth, to find a new Earth, find a new home world, and you don't know. And I think it's bloody brilliant that the fact that we finally know, because I know for a fact many people were confused of when it will take place. They were confused on what's going to happen, and I know a lot of people are worried that they wouldn't get, because I know for a fact that a much loved weapon in Mass Effect series was the M8 Avenger, and that was one of my favourite rifles in the campaign. Still use it now on my PC, and it's going to be in it because one of the support team says to me that could be he, it could be she, I don't know, you can't really tell with the names they got, but he or she says if you see it in the trailer, so if you see the M8 Avenger, it's going to be in the game. But like obviously, and then again, there's some weapons that you won't see, that you haven't had to play with on the other Mass Effects, that are going to be new in that system. Now, like obviously the end of Mass Effect 3, so that system might have heard about the Reapers. We don't know, because the Reapers are everywhere. They come from dark space, which means they can travel anywhere. So they might have had them, or they might not have to deal with them for many years. And that's obviously when because you're traveling 600 years because of the events, and maybe you won't find someone that's old enough like that. Well, maybe you might find an Asari, because Asari live up to 1,000 years, but we don't know.
You lost Zone
A. Yeah, but I think it would be one of those things where if they did have some sort of snippets, or some sort of, like, even if it's hints towards Mass Effect 3, or you know, they get told about the events of Earth, because obviously they're from Earth, so they're going to want to know. They're going to find Earth, and then they're going to come back, and they're going to say, they're going to try and communicate, oh well, Earth's not there anymore, it's gone. So
Zone A.
So yeah, you know, I just like I said, and I know I keep starting, but I'm also playing the game live while I'm talking to you guys, and I obviously think that this Mass Effect could be quite good. It's going to be a bit strange because you get to drive vehicles. I know you did a little bit in Mass Effect 2, which I liked, but just wasn't my thing. I do like driving vehicles, and I'm hoping you can actually fly great distances, or not fly, sorry, do like it says it's open world, so I mean, I hope it's open world, like open world where you can drive anywhere you like. I wonder what the destruction ratio will be like can you, because obviously you don't want to make this destruction too destructive where it looks cartoony, but you don't want to make it like, say, like when you're playing, say, Call of Duty, where the buildings just don't get destroyed and it just sits there and it's just boring. Maybe it could have the elements that like Battlefield has. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, I think the game is going to work. Like, it might, in a way, it might work, it might not, because I know a lot of people have started to go back to Mass Effect 3, and I know a lot of my friends on PC have said if the new Mass Effect doesn't work for them, they're just going to go back to Mass Effect 3. Which is understandable, you know. But like, it's been years since a new Mass Effect, and we've all been wanting one, and one of the main one of the I don't know what you'd call him, put on Twitter years ago, asking would they like it before and after, and I can't remember the results, but obviously it's in between Mass Effect 2 and 3, and obviously then you're travelling, pardon me, 600 years. which is good. Yeah, there's nothing else. Previous dates of the website timeline detail the events of Mass Effect 1 and various prequel novels and comments such as the First Contact War, the Humanity Gaining Seats. The website, yeah, so yeah, so we now know that it will take place just coming to the end of Mass Effect 2, or the end of Mass Effect 2 where the last DLC was released, and then it will let you start travelling, and then a year afterwards that's when the Mass Effect 3 takes place, and then obviously 600 years then you'll be taken into the place of 2785, and then obviously I don't know, you might get a subspace message from Hackett or something like that, we don't know, but I think it'd be quite cool. So yeah, apologise, I will be doing a follow-up video on this, probably do a better one, because I didn't plan this, actually. I just was talking to him just a little while ago and I just wanted to upload what I found really quick. So I've like lost my train of thought, I got distracted, but yeah, thanks for watching, you know, and I hope you have fun. And yeah, I hope you have fun and I hope you have a good day, and if you are getting Mass Effect Andromeda, then, you know, leave a like, and I will see you next time.